What's up? It's AK Babyface. Subscribe to Supporting Icons for the latest boxing news.
So, article in the description box, as always, for you guys to go have a read for yourself. And within this article, you have Adam Kownacki's manager, Keith Connolly, who puts out a statement, which I'll read in a second, where he's pretty much saying that other promoters have been approaching Adam Kownacki about joining them. So could Adam Kownacki be joining potentially Wilder by leaving the PBC for potentially greener grass? Who knows? But Adam Kownacki, undefeated Polish-American fighter, fighting out of Brooklyn, best friends with Big Baby Jarrell Miller and Shannon the Cannon Briggs, etc. He's a very, very good fighter. Put it this way, he dispatched Arthur Spilker and Gerald Washington in half the time that it took Wilder. And Deontay Wilder was potentially looking at Adam Kownacki as a voluntary defence before the WBC intervened and said, no, you're actually going to be fighting your mandatory Dominic Breazeale next. So Adam Kownacki is up there. He's highly ranked in the WBC. His punch output is phenomenal. He throws as many punches per round as a Andy Ruiz Jr. or Big Baby Jarrell Miller. Anyway, so we'll go straight into Adam Kownacki's manager's statement. His name is Keith Connolly, and this is what he had to say. Promoters have been reaching out about Adam. Al Heyman and I will be meeting this week to finalise his next date, which I expect to be in May or June. We will also discuss which channel or platform is the most lucrative for Adam going forward. It's a great time to be a boxer. There has never been so much money and opportunity in the sport. Adam, in my opinion, is a top 5 heavyweight. He is looking to take advantage of that and hopefully fight for a title in the next year or so. So that is Keith Connolly, Adam Kownacki's manager's statement. So his opening bit is we're going to be meeting with Al Heyman, okay, to discuss which platform will be best for him. So ultimately, of course, Al Heyman, he's affiliated with Showtime and Fox. So he's going to want Adam Kownacki and any other of his crew to be fighting on them. That's the agenda he's going to be pushing, which is fair enough. Of course you would fully expect that. But with other ones coming in, it's going to be tempting for him, especially as he's very, very good friends, he's best friends with Jarrell Miller, who, of course, fights on DAZN with Matchroom Boxing USA. So he's going to have some kind of influence in Adam Kownacki's ear. And for quite some time, ever since DAZN and Eddie Hearn linked up and announced their new partnership, Adam Kownacki was one of the guys that I was hoping that Eddie Hearn was going to sign. Because as a heavyweight, he is a phenomenal, phenomenal fighter. He really is. And now he's in a position, and his manager, Keith Connolly, is absolutely correct, that there's never been a better time to be a boxer. This is where you're going to get the money. This is where you're going to get name recognition. Now is the time to jump ship if you're looking for the big, big money. Because, I mean, this video pretty much follows on to my previous one where Eddie Hearn said about Showtime could potentially be running out of money and could end up closing the doors on boxing. So a lot of fighters need to be looking at that and thinking, do I want to stay on the Titanic or do I want to jump in one of the lifeboats? Depends on how you look at it, I suppose. But ultimately, who knows? Maybe Showtime have an ace up their sleeve. You just never know. But if he does move, it's a great move for him. I mean, ESPN are acting very, very aggressively in the market with finances. Of course, they're getting into the heavyweight boxing a bit more now with the sign of Tyson Fury, of course, and Kubrat Pulev. Potentially Dillian White as well. So that would be a great platform for Adam Kownacki, as with DAZN, with the likes of Anthony Joshua being on there, potentially Deontay Wilder. So DAZN will have a hold on all the heavyweight titles on there. So there's plenty of opportunities around for any kind of heavyweight. And if you are a heavyweight who wants to be in the title mix, ESPN and DAZN seem to be, from the outside looking in, of course, seem to be the places to be. But as I said, who knows? Maybe Fox Sport are going to pump more money into it, and that will then end up taking over the game. Who knows what's going to happen around the corner? But it does appear that Adam Kownacki's next fight will be on PBC. Whether that's Fox or Showtime remains to be seen. His last fight with Gerald Washington was on Fox. That was on the Keith Thurman and Lopez undercard. So just by going by his manager's statement, it does appear that May or June he will be fighting on a PBC affiliate network, Showtime or Fox, and then on after they'll be looking at what other offers. And as I've always said, and I said the same thing about Wilder and anybody else, and Triple G, Canelo, when all these people are being linked for other moves, and I've been saying it about the Charlos as well, you should at least talk to these people. You know, you should at least see what it is that they're offering. If you're unhappy with what they're offering, listen, it's not always about money, is it? A lot of it is about loyalty, that's for sure. Loyalty is a very rare thing in boxing, but it's that way for a reason. You're here to make money. Your career is very, very short. Your career could be ended tomorrow. So you need to take advantage of whatever money and opportunities are given. And Adam Kownacki, who is a phenomenal fighter, would also need to be looking at that. Is DAZN the right platform for him? Is ESPN the right platform for him? Or maybe the PBC networks of Showtime and Fox Sport, and of course here in the UK with ITV as well, with the PBC linking up with them, which is a massive platform in the UK. So anyway, that's the news. Go give it a read for yourself. As I said, with Adam Kownacki, what kind of fight is he going to have next? We know big Andy Ruiz Jr., he's been mentioning his name. So for me, that would be a great fight, especially if he's going to be staying on the PBC. It's a very easy fight to make. So that would be an excellent fight, and I would certainly tune in to watch that one, no doubt. But ultimately, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So for now, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs to this video, and of course, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.